What's up, beautiful people? Welcome to the Positivity Effect podcast, the place to be to learn how to feel great about your life. My name is Ozro Hepworth. You can call me Oz, as in positivity. At my core, I'm a teacher, an educator, and a student of life. The purpose of the Positivity Effect podcast is to illustrate the value and extreme benefit of integrating positivity into your day-to-day life. I believe that positivity is a choice. When you change your mind, you change your life. And positivity is one of the most effective ways to do that. Again, welcome to the podcast. Sit back, relax, and enjoy today's episode. Hello, hola, konnichiwa, beautiful people. Welcome to episode 1 of the Positivity Effect podcast. My name is Ozro Hepworth, and in this episode, I'm going to be sharing with you what the Positivity podcast is about, why I believe it is so important, and how the Positivity Effect podcast can help you feel great about your life day to day. Let's dive in. What is the Positivity podcast all about? To start, let's define terms. The definition of positivity is the practice of being or tendency to be positive or optimistic in attitude. The definition of effect is a change which is a result or consequence of an action or another cause. Therefore, the working definition of positivity effect is the optimistic result of one's conscious choice to practice positivity. Now that we have defined the term positivity effect, here's what the podcast is all about. It's about learning, developing, and connecting with all things positive. It's about uncovering, refining, and sharing tools, tips, habits, and stories about the positivity effect, all with the intention to inspire you and to teach you how to incorporate positivity into your day-to-day life. To convey to you why I believe the Positivity podcast is so important, let me tell you a story. My story, in particular, my positivity story. Again, my name is Ozro. Feel free to call me Oz, as in positivity. See what I did there? I'm a lover of pastries and pizza. I enjoy travel and adventure. I'm immensely curious, and I have a hunger for learning. Oh yeah, I have a 100-degree black belt in coffee drinking. Beyond that, I'm an educator, a teacher, and a coach who's dedicated to helping the world become a better place. Why, you may ask? Because I want to live in a world of amazing people. I get a high every time I hear I've inspired somebody. In a selfish sort of way, this podcast is for me as well. It constantly pushes me and drives me to pursue positivity on a deeper level than before. And it connects me with smart, emotionally intelligent people just like yourself. Now that you know a bit about me, let's dive into my positivity journey. It all started back in February of 2017. At the time, I was quite depressed and in a really dark place in my life. I had just lost thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars in the futures market. My relationship of 5 years was falling apart. I was so apathetic towards my work, and frankly, I was just lost in life. I was so lost, so lonely, so sad, so depressed that I actually found myself experiencing thoughts of suicide. I'll spare you to the details. Suffice it to say, that was my wake-up call. That was my holy fuck, I'm in a bad place moment. Thankfully, at that time, I had developed a foundation of mindfulness and self-awareness through years of practicing meditation and yoga. That mindfulness and self-awareness helped me realize that I did not have to identify with those thoughts of suicide. Those thoughts of suicide were not me. It was just an indicator that I had dropped so far in regards to my emotional well-being that I was tapping into that lower state of consciousness. Those symptoms of sadness, apathy, boredom, depression were all indicators, and frankly, the thoughts of suicide was a wake-up call. A call that said, hey Oz, you're in a dark, fucked up place and you need to do something about it. So I did. I took action. To get myself out of that dark place, I did two things. The first thing I did is, in acknowledging my current state of mind and my emotional well-being, I recognized that I needed to connect and share where I was with friends. So I reached out and talked to two great friends that are part of my spiritual community, and I just shared with them what was going on in my life, how sad I was, and expressed how I was in this dark place. That lifted a lot of the burden off of my chest, off of my heart, and freed me up to do step number two. Step number two, I decided and committed to making a positivity video every single day for 365 days. I'll say that again. The second thing I did was decide to make a positivity video every single day for 365 days. Thus, my 365-day Make Positivity Louder Challenge was born. Day one of my Make Positivity Louder Challenge was February 12th, 2017. And if you have free time, you can jump on my Instagram, scroll all the way back to the beginning and see day one's video. It's quite a trip looking back and see how far I've come, to see the positivity effect on my own life from creating what ended up being over 550 consecutive positivity videos. In all honesty, positivity saved my life. Positivity drew me out of that dark depression. Now, was it easy? No. It was a day-to-day practice. Every day I had to choose to be positive. There were some days where I was like, screw this, I don't want to be positive. There were other days that were really terrible. One of the weeks throughout the challenge, my father had passed away, and still I dug deep and I found a reason to be positive. I found something to be positive about. Again, it was a choice, a conscious choice to focus on positivity. And in doing so, I changed my own perspective, my own state of mind. And therefore, anytime I feel sad, I feel depressed, I experience negativity, I experience failure, I experience rejection, I have the capacity and the capability to switch the script right away into something positive, something optimistic. And that's what I want for you. I want for you to be able to live your best life, to feel great about your life. And one of the ways you're going to do that is by incorporating positivity into your life every single day. That brings me to how the Positivity Effect podcast can help you in your day-to-day life. First and foremost, I want it to be inspiration. I want it to be an example that you can look to and see somebody practicing positivity every single day, to see that it's possible, and to see that life doesn't always have to be perfect, to see that regardless of its ups and downs, you can still practice positivity. This podcast is also going to be valuable and helpful for you because, as I said earlier, I will be sharing with you tools, tips, and habits you can incorporate in your day-to-day life. Plus, I will be sharing with you stories about positivity and how others have used positivity to benefit their life. Essentially, sharing with you the positivity effect amongst other people in this world. Because I know it might feel like it at times when you're sad, when you're lonely, when you're depressed, when you're bored, when you're by yourself. It might feel like you're alone. Trust me, you are not. Recall step one that I did. I decided to talk to friends. I decided to share where I was at. And that's what I want for you, is a space, a community, a tribe for you to be able to connect with, to relate to, and to realize that you're not alone. That's what this Positivity Effect podcast is all about. And that's how it's going to benefit you and add value to your life. Now that I've covered what the Positivity Effect podcast is, why it's important, and how it's going to benefit and add value to your life, keep listening because I'd love to hear from you. All right, beautiful people, it's connection time. First of all, thanks for listening to today's Positivity Effect episode. In regards to connection, I thrive when I'm able to respond to real-time feedback. And this is where you come in. I would love to hear from you. What part of the episode did you resonate with the most? What part of the episode did you connect with the most? And how did that impact you? How did that affect you? You can connect with me and let me know in a number of ways. You can hit me up on Twitter. You can send me a DM on Instagram. And if you're listening to the podcast on Anchor, you can send me a voiced memo. Again, I thrive off of real-time feedback, so I love to hear from you. Stay positive, my friends, and I'll catch you next time.